Good morning, everybody. It's time for morning manna. And this morning, I need you to know. Did you know that there is a paternity suit regarding you? There is a paternity suit. There's a paternity suit regarding you. You know, we always give you kind of a trailer for the message for this Sunday, and we're in this series called Choose to Be Chosen. And we're going to just expand a little bit on that on this morning. But before I get into all of that, before I get into the fact that you are in the midst of a paternity suit, let me just greet some people and then we're going to get right into the word on this morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. It is Friday. I am looking forward to a wonderful weekend. And hopefully it's going to warm up and look like spring for a moment. Hopefully that's going to happen. Good morning, Pamela. How are you? Good morning, Ella Mobley. How are you? Elder Ella, how are you on this morning? Ari, how are you? Dawn, how are you? Coach Dagny, welcome. Good morning, Elder Jan. How are you on this morning? Good morning, Vicky. How are you? Brenda, how are you on this morning? Lena, my homegirl, how you doing on this morning? You know what? I just want to just shout out the fact that my home girls and home brothers, home boys, if you will, they be supporting me. I really appreciate that, y'all. Goldsboro, North Kakalaki. How about that? That's God's country, y'all. Just know that. Good morning, Yvonne. How are you on this morning? Vaughn, how are you on this morning? Marie, how are you on this morning? Cynthia, how are you? Linda, how are you on this morning? Francine, how are you? Carolyn, how are you? On this morning, I need you all to know something. You thought Pulveridge, whatever his name is, was done for, but no, uh-uh. There is a paternity suit concerning you. There's a paternity suit concerning you, and that's what we're going to talk about. The text, the talk, and the takeaway. 5 minutes. So let's jump right into the word on this morning. Paternity suit. Here it is. 1 Corinthians 6:20. 1 Corinthians 6:20 says this: "You are bought with a price." You are bought with a price. Now, it's going to get a little bit of deep this morning with some doctrinal revelation with respect to the word. It says that we are bought with a price. So there are three things that I want to unfurl, and you got to hang on to the end because it comes together then. He chose us. He chose us before we chose him. John 15:16. He chose us. Psalms 139:14, put it in the chat area, get the revelation. He wove us in our mother's womb, in our mother's womb. Before you knew yourself, he knew us. Jeremiah said it. I was called to this when I was within my mother's womb. Paul corroborates this in Ephesians, and when he comes alongside and says that we have heavenly places that before the beginning of time, God had already ordained some things. Here's the third thing: chose us, wove us, he made us for such a time as this. Come on, sit down and talk to everybody, Esther. Esther will tell you that, man, when the back was against the wall, she realized that she was made for the moment, that she was made for the moment. But all of that does not matter because there is a paternity suit concerning you and I. All of that can be laid out. But the first thing you got to do, here's the takeaway. The first thing that you got to realize in order for God to be your father, you have to accept him as your savior. You know, yes, uh, uh, God is over all, but to be his father, you have to accept him as your savior. Until you do that, you're going to cause God to lose the paternity suit. And he chose you. He wove you. He made you for such a time as this. But if you refrain from letting him come into your life, not just come into your life, but bear fruit, God wins the paternity suit when you give your life to Jesus and bear fruit. That's just an inkling of what I'm going to share on this Sunday. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. The Lord be with you today. His face shine upon you and give you peace. Have a great weekend. I'll see you Sunday and Monday with more Morning Manna. God bless you.